Hey everyone, Jake here for American Trucks, and in this video we're taking a look at the custom interior premium artificial leather front seat covers in black, fitting 2015 to 2020 F-150 Super Cab and Super Crew models equipped with the front bench seat. This kit is going to be a great choice for the F-150 owner who's looking to upgrade their interior the easy way. These covers feature eye-catching good looks, premium materials, seamless integration, and a simple installation, all for a pretty darn good price. As much as we all like a truck that looks cool on the outside, when you're behind the wheel, you're not really seeing much of the exterior. And that is personally why I am such a stickler about the interior space of my vehicles. That is the place where you spend your time, and if you don't like it, that's a problem. Enter these seat covers from Custom Interior. Now these are not your father's seat covers, and they're definitely not a set that you would get off the rack at an auto parts store. These are perfectly tailored to fit your truck's front and rear seats, and they look like they could have come this way from the factory. These include provisions for your side impact airbags, so they will also integrate perfectly with no loss of function or safety. They'll also accommodate seat heaters if your truck came so equipped from the factory, so you'll still get to enjoy that heated seat function. But the real benefit here are the updated looks and materials. Now these are made using an artificial leather, which is going to protect your seats from damage, and it also wears better than traditional leather without the complicated upkeep. Now these in particular have this really nice black colorway, so they look slick and classy. You've also got white contrast stitching down the center here and on the edges, some perforated inserts in the center, as well as some nice black piping around the edges as well. So especially if your truck has that plain black cloth interior from the factory, these are going to be a really welcome upgrade when you open the doors. Now the kit does come with everything you need to do both the front and rear seats, including your headrests. I just simply don't have enough room on the table to put everything up here, but this is just going to give you an idea. So we've got a seat back and a seat bottom, plus the back cover for part of the rear seats as well. And everything here looks really nice. We'll talk more about that though in a second. It's a nice segue right into construction. Now the material itself here is a premium artificial leather. And while that might sound a little funny, this has a lot of benefits to it. This is going to look and feel a lot like real leather. You've got that nice graining to it. It's nice and soft and definitely pliable. But this is a harder wearing material that's going to provide you better resistance to damage. So if you spill something, if you work hard, get grease on it or something, this is a lot easier to clean up and it's not going to damage or stain as easily. The covers are again designed to be an exact fit as well, and they look just like a factory cover. These are also designed with breakaway seams, so again, in the event of an accident, they're not going to impede your side impact airbag function. Everything comes already set and ready to go right out of the box, making the installation quite simple, but we'll talk more about that momentarily. Pricing for the kit comes in at about $600. Now that does put these at the top of the category when compared to other seat covers. However, these again are not your typical seat covers. They are, however, a great way to get that custom interior look without having to pay what would be a much higher price for a full-on custom interior at an upholstery shop. So these are going to give you a lot of good benefits and a really nice updated look in the interior of your truck for comparatively a pretty darn good price. Installation comes in at a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and the job should only take you around 1 hour to complete. Now, like we were discussing earlier, these are designed to slip right over your factory seats, no disassembly required. Now, since these are a custom fit, they're gonna be pretty tight and can take a little doing to get them on. But again, nothing too complicated. You don't really have to do any disassembly. Plus, the kit comes with everything you need. So with that, let's head on out to the shop and we'll walk you through the process step by step.
For this install, you need a ratchet, 18mm socket, and a clip removal tool. All right, today we're going to be installing some seat covers on our F-150, so let's get started. Okay, the first thing we need to do is we just need to get our factory headrest out of our backrest. So what you're going to do is push on the adjuster button here on this side, raise it up all the way. You'll see on the other side, there's also another button. Push that in, lift up, and then push the other button again, and it will release the headrest. Okay, we're now at the back of the driver's seat. We have our seat lifted all the way up just to access the stuff underneath. So you'll see on the backrest, there are 2 elastic straps held on right here and here. We're gonna grab our clip removal tool and just pop those connectors off, just so we can get those elastic bands off. You can even do it with your hand if you want. What that's gonna do is allow us to access the back side of the seat and where the bottom mounts so we can pull our new seat cover through. Okay, now we can start installing the bottom seat cover to our front seat here. Just make sure you have the right one. You will see this elastic band on the inside. That's where our seat belt is gonna go over. Now this is gonna be pretty difficult to see, but what we're gonna do is grab this strap over here. That's just gonna fold down the side of the seat over here and go straight down. This hoop here, the seat belt will go through it. These three plastic pieces here, they will be shoved back in between the bottom and the top of the seat and then pulled tight through the back. It will hook over the front here. We have two hooks that will hook underneath and secure underneath the seat. Hardest part about this is this strap right here. You're just gonna need to find a good spot to stick it down through the side here, inside this plastic trim, so you can go underneath and secure these two clips together. So we're gonna start by just starting on the inside, pulling our strap down and pulling our seat over, hooking our seat belt through. Now we have these three plastic pieces. Just gonna push through. This is why we took off those bottom straps in the back so that we can pull these through. Now here, just find a good spot that you can get it through so we can pull it tight. All right, now we can go underneath and just pull that all the way through. All right, now we're underneath the seat. This is gonna be pretty hard to see, but we have these front two straps here that we're gonna secure. You can see in the bottom of the frame here, there are two cutouts here. That's gonna be perfect for our hooks. So we're gonna pull them back and hook them through there. Just make sure you don't pinch any wiring or anything like that. Like this wire for the seat motor here, we're actually going to come on the other side of it and secure it like so. Now before we secure everything else in the back, we're gonna get our backrest on. It does have these same plastic pieces that will go through the bottom, so we're gonna need some access to pull them through. Just make sure you have the right seat cover. You will see the airbag symbol that will be on the outside and match it up with the factory one. We're gonna slide it over our factory backrest. Pull it all the way down. And you can get those three plastic pieces, just push them through. Now we're gonna come to the top of the seat. We just need to pull our seat cover over our trim pieces for our headrest. So you just gently work it around and it'll just slip around it. Like so. Now we can go around to the back and just pull everything tight. Okay, so we're at the back of the seat now. You will see all the plastic pieces that came through. You see a couple of them aren't, so you're just gonna pull them through the rest of the way and fold them so they won't slip back through. Then I'll pull everything tight so it won't slip back. After that, we can secure our factory seat cover back under. Now we're gonna secure our factory seat cover back under and reconnect our electrical connectors. Just hook over the plastic where the connectors go and then push them back into place. Now that that's done, you're gonna take your new seat cover, pull it tight. You're gonna grab your hooks, same as the front. We're just gonna find a good spot to hook them to. There and there work. On the backrest of our seat cover now, on the inside, we just have our zipper. Just pull that tight, pull the zipper down. Last thing to do on the front seat is put our headrest cover on. To do that, we're gonna put our headrest back into place. To do that, you're just gonna press the buttons in again, and it'll lock down into that position. You're gonna grab your headrest cover. You're gonna see two pieces of Velcro. Just make sure you have the front, the back, you'll see the raised edge going across. And then it is a little bit of a tight fit. So you're just gonna need to work it on. Once you get that on, you're just gonna secure the Velcro to itself. Now that we have the driver's side all done, you can go ahead and repeat those same steps for the passenger side. It is the same exact process. Now that we have our front seats done, we're gonna come to the back seats. We're gonna start with our double seat here. In order to install our seat covers, we will need to just remove the bottom of our seat belt here. So we're gonna lift our seat up. We're gonna grab our ratchet and 18mm socket and take our nut off that's holding this bracket on with the seat belt down at the bottom. All right, so we're gonna grab our ratchet, 18mm socket, and take this nut off. Take our nut off, and then just lift the bracket up over the stud. So I have the bottom seat cover here. It is upside down just so you can see a little bit how it's gonna work. Once we get the factory seat covered up, they will buckle from underneath. There's multiple buckles. So once we get that on, we'll figure that out. First, we just gotta get our seat belt out of the way. Just gonna pull it through. You can just let it rest up here for right now. Put our seat cover over. Now it is a little bit easier to get all the straps behind and everything just by folding it up a little bit. Just gives you a little bit better access. Just gonna push all the straps through. You'll see the access that the seat belt will go through here. Fold the seat up now. Just pull our straps through. Now we're gonna come to the bottom corner here. You're gonna see the side here with a short buckle here. There's one that's gonna be on the other side, this actuator here up. It's gonna be pretty much impossible to see. You're just gonna have to pull that through and buckle those two together. All right, once you have that done, we can now buckle our main straps that go all the way across. Now for the main straps, you have the two ends that they're gonna hold in the sides here. So you're gonna go through the loop with one of them. Same thing on the bottom. Once you get them through, just buckle the latch. Adjust the straps afterwards. Two middle ones just go straight together. Okay, we can just keep working our way across. Doing the other middle one. We have our other corner one down here. You'll be able to see this a little bit easier. That buckles to this one here. And then our side strap, that'll go through our side loops. For the backrest to go on, we just need to take off our headrest first. They are the same process as the front. So I'm push our side tab, lift up, and then our middle. We can put those aside for now. For our backrest, it doesn't go all the way around the seat. It does just kind of fold over, and then there is some Velcro that'll attach to the back up here. First, we have our same plastic pieces that'll push through the bottom. We're gonna do that first. For the backrest on our back seats, the seat cover doesn't cover the entire seat, it just kind of folds over. You'll see Velcro on the top. That'll just stick to the back of the seat up here. First, we have our plastic pieces, the same as the front. That'll just push through between the bottom and the top of the seat. We're gonna do that first. If you need to, it's a little bit easier just to lift up the bottom seat a little bit. At the top of our backrest, we just have to put our headrest mounts through. Just work it around on all four of them. Now that they're through, we'll be able to pull our seat back tight through the back. Now on the back of the backrest, we're just gonna pull our 6 plastic retainers all the way through, just to make sure that seat cover is nice and tight. You're gonna see one strap here in the middle with a hook. We just hook that right here. On the sides, you'll see 2 hooks here. Now you can either just strap it straight over the fabric. There is a frame here, or you can also just poke a hole with a knife or something. What we're gonna do is just unzip, just so we don't modify anything permanently. Unzip and just pull it around, hook it straight to the frame here, and then just leave it unzipped. For the top, you're just gonna pull it tight around the back and just secure the Velcro down. Then on the other side, you do the same thing with the hooks. The only difference is there are cutouts, so the frame is exposed. So you don't need to change anything. Now we just need to reinstall our seat belt. So we're gonna stick it right through the hole it came out of. Raise our seat up. Pull it through the rest of the way. And we'll just re-secure it where we took it off of. Okay, we can put our bracket back into place. Put it over our stud and thread our nut back on. Grab our ratchet and 18mm socket and tighten that down. Now we're gonna reinstall our headrest. Same thing, just push the buttons, push it all the way down. We're gonna grab our new headrest covers. The only thing to look for is you will see a cutout because there is a button on the side that will fold it down. So just make sure you have the right one. Pull your Velcro straps out and pull it over the headrest. And I'm just gonna pull it out just so you can see it. The same thing as the headrest covers. You're just gonna work around the button, just like so. Put it back in, and then just secure your Velcro straps underneath. Do the same thing with the middle one. There's no button on this one, so this one just goes over. And then we just have our one back seat left. We have our single rear bench seat now. We're gonna slide it over. You'll see the two elastic straps are already attached. You're gonna slide it over and just make sure that you pull the straps over like so. Do it with both of them and then slide it all the way back. You'll see the two straps in the rear. Just push them through the bottom and they'll connect to the two front ones underneath. We're gonna start with our bottom strap here, the ones that are gonna go from the side to the side. Just clip that, grab one of our bottom straps, strap it up to the top here, and same thing with the other one. Do any minor adjustments you may need. Now we can move on to our backrest. First thing, like the other ones, we just need to remove our headrest. Basically the same thing as the double seat, so it's just no full back. It's just gonna slide over with the plastic retainers in the bottom. So we're gonna put our backrest over, go over our headrest mounts. Get that all into position. Now we can just push our three plastic retainers through the middle of the seat. We can fold our seat down and pull them through the back. Just pull them all the way through. Get everything lined up. You'll see the seat release here. You can get that through our cutout there. Okay, we have hooks just like the other one. Now, like I said, you can cut holes to get to the frame, but we're just gonna simply unzip our backrest and clip it around the frame here. Do the same thing on the other side. And then just pull our top down and secure our Velcro. Once again, just make sure everything is in position. Put our headrest back on. We got our headrest back on. Once again, you see the hole cut out here for the button. Just pull our headrest over. Just work it on. work it around the button and then secure our Velcro. And that wraps up our install of our custom interior, premium artificial leather, front and rear seat covers, all black for our 2015 to 2020 F-150 Super Cab and Super Crew with bench seat. And remember, for everything F-150, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.